After trying to find direction in the 3D world, I reach a point where scenes become clear. Animation, visual art and rendering, traditional art, hand paint and realistic modeling. At times it felt like I was standing at the crossroads, spinning around and searching for the right path. It's like trying to choose between countless options without clear destination. I imagined that one day I will make this decision, but it didn't exactly happen this way. But here, where I was. I enjoyed 3D modeling, texturing, rendering, but it became a little bit boring in a little while. I felt like I was doing the same scenes over and over again. So I started experimenting with the game assets, trying to optimize my model for the game engine. Back then, I realized that I would like to go deeper, and it felt like it was a great challenge that I was looking for. And it was all excited again. I discovered a known and beautiful world where the physics and art comes together, game engine. And it blew my mind with the possibilities. Started from creating environments in Unreal Engine, I moved on to learning Unity, and that's where everything truly started. The challenge was a call, and I took it. When you're faced with those challenges, you have only two ways. You either engage and execute, or give up and leave. For those of you that in the same position, don't think that this is an easy way. It's not. I would describe that this is a journey where those who succeed work really hard or was a little bit crazy. Probably both. After 2 years of exploring, learning, analyzing, working and keep pushing, I'm ready to share my story and why I disappeared from YouTube for more than 1 year. It wasn't an easy decision, but looking back now, I'm so glad I took the path I did. I want to take you back to my journey and challenges I faced along the way. The road was tough, but it taught me some invaluable lessons. And while I'm still learning, I'm ready to share my discoveries, the scene that you might not expect to see in the game dev industry, the struggles and the surprise that came with it. Creativity and thinking. Creativity and critical thinking is a big job for the team. I ask myself a question. Do I actually want to make the difference or be one among other 3D artists? For me, the answer was obvious. It required knowledge of game design, level design, 3D modeling, game engine, texturing, storytelling, and more. I wanted to do more than just making 3D models. I wanted to change and improve the product before it was completed. Here's a very important question for you. How many of you have ever struggled with the wrong tools? Your tools is everything. Every piece of software, every method you employ affects your efficiency. If you have the right tools of the right type of work, you can change the amount of time you spend on the process. That doesn't mean that you can go home earlier. It means that you can accomplish more. Larger, more complicated, interesting, and funnier projects. Just imagine, you can invest your time in exploring, testing, that will lead you to new discoveries and game changer in your game. That means that your mind will be focused on more important parts. Think about this. You can spend 4 days modeling a car, or you can spend 4 days modeling a car, implement mechanics, improve it, test it, go back, make the changes to the story that will fit those new features. What you will choose? If you look at the big players, you will see hundreds of people, and then you have indie games. Those are usually just few people, fewer than 5. The right tools for each person can save you time, resources, people can be more closer to the data, and make changes in the direction of the project. I think right now it's an amazing time for small teams, especially a group of friends who believes in their projects, to bring their ideas and stories to life. It's more possible than ever. It's not just about creating something cool. It's actually give you the chance to play your game, to see your ideas come to life that feels very real and personal. It's a very unique experience that pushes you forward and remind you why you started it in the first place. And who knows, You might be surprised how far it can take you. Fast forward, I joined the indie game studio and we already published our first product, Low Poly Tropical Island Asset Pack. It's designed to take your game development to the next level. With over 330 game-ready optimized prefabs, we have made it as simple as possible for you to use. You will find everything you need in one well-organized system, 19 rig characters with multiple walk-in animations, built-in components to help you customize and create even more prefabs, and a ton of colors on the Atlas map, so you can tweak every single model to match your vision. Animations? It is set up with the Unity Mechane system. Everything you need to do is just to pick the animation you would like, connect it, and hit play. Simple as that. Make changes to change the world you are building. Whatever you are working on a new project or looking to improve an existing one, this pack can be the missing piece you need. The key here is the performance, optimization, easy integration, and simple navigation. With those simple tools, you can turn a basic, simple environment into something atmospheric, rich, and alive. And to help you to get started, we have included a massive 3D demo scene, complete with a little visual story and environment that I personally created. It's a great example of what you can do with the pack. Use the right tools for the right job, and watch how quickly you can bring your world to life. The link to check it out in the description below. Now let's talk about teamwork. Game development is a team effort. The team is your engine in the world of game development. This goes way beyond 3D modeling, game engine, and programming. It all goes to your values, culture, and the simple question where you would like to be in a few years. With the right people that are motivated and willing to learn, grow, you are way ahead of the game. If you have ever been in a perfect team, you will understand what I mean. Every team member is important, and every team member is responsible for their work, for their project they are taking, and when everybody is pulling in the same direction, that's where all the magic happens. Being an indie game studio means that you have to learn and perform fast, or you won't survive. It's like being a secret agent that handles everything, started from building network to handle the long-term operation with the secret weapons. In the same time, you can enjoy it, use your skills, and experience the heights and lows. You can stand by your ideas and do what you believe works. You might ask me, what about problems? Well, there is no learning without overcoming difficulties. And believe me, there were and will be along the way. Managing big projects while trying to keep consistency and trying to find new solutions was challenging. It took me some time trying to change my mindset from completed separate models to completed environments, to completed scenes, to complete projects. It's just completely different perspective. It also took me time to accept the changes and let the stuff go. Sometimes model looks not good enough, and it's definitely better without them. But believe me, it's worth that. Not actually everything you think will actually work. And that's where the data comes in. Without data, this is only your thoughts. So let's say you think that everyone prefers only realistic graphics, only real stuff. And here we have the games like Palworld and No Man's Sky, which says completely opposite. But this is a very simple example. It goes beyond in details, and you will face those aspects every day. Games are fun, games are for the community, games are for the players. Every failure is an opportunity, and sometimes things happen that you cannot control, but you can control your action, and you can control your action according to those changes. That's all for today. I appreciate you being here with me, being part of my channel. I love being in the game dev industry and I will be happy to share more about that. I also appreciate all the support that people have been giving me, especially when I was going through the tough times in my life. I also hope that you learned a lot from this video, it was interesting for you, but also encourage you to go ahead and make your own projects. And I am very excited to see the results. So if you have any problems, you can always reach out to me in any social media. I can give you some advice. And thank you for being here. See you in my new video. Bye bye.